All right, in this episode, we talk about spondylosis for weight training
and velocity exercises for small guys.
Stephen Godani here at the @TopVelocity hashtag Pitch Tip Show. We go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Snapchat is getting to be the cooler thing now, so probably a lot of Snapchat. At @TopVelocity.
I am bar.
Hashtag baseball tips, hashtag pitching tips. And today we have a sponsor of the show. It is the I Am Bar. Has nothing to do with pitching. Probably not what you want for what we're doing here, even though it's a great product for, unfortunately, for weight loss. I don't recommend weight loss with a lot of pitchers, but if you know someone who wants to lose weight, probably the best bar you can find. I love it because it's got grass-fed whey protein, tastes great, a lot of prebiotics, fiber. What else do you remember that was really good about it?
Oh no, it's freaking delicious.
It is delicious.
Right now.
And this is pivotal. The reason we're promoting this now is because Bob Wheatley, one of our minor league pitchers here, has just launched this bar. If you want to learn more about it, I'm sure. What's the domain?
I am Bob Wheatley.
What's the domain? iambar.com. Go to iambar.com and check out the bar. This is helping Bob Wheatley's career. So I want everyone to go up to buy this bar so we can keep his ass in here and get him to 95. But no, awesome. We love these bars. We all eat them too much.
I'm gonna eat one.
Are we losing weight? I think we're losing weight. That's the problem, though. No, I'm eating this one. I was going to give it to him, but I'm going to eat this one. Bob Wheatley might not approve of the show. We might have to pull this because he's not officially up yet. But no, I'm serious, guys. Great product. We love what Bob's doing with this. I'm actually begging him to do a performance enhancement bar. He would just have to change some of the ingredients, get out the things that promote, what's it called, satiate. It promotes you being full, and that's what kind of makes it weight loss.
Glucomannan.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I'm trying to get him to get those ingredients out and go more into some, healthy things for weight gain, or I wouldn't say weight gain, but more muscle gain, promoting recovery and stuff like that. But I'm seriously, he really has a good product here. I really like what he's doing. Great logo, great flavors, great taste. I Am Bar, go check it out. It's for Bob Wheatley, man. You got to give it to Bob. One of our biggest testimonials in here. Golf clap. So we want to promote Bob Wheatley. Check him out on Twitter at I Am Bob Wheatley as well. So hey, let's get going here. Don't forget I'm coming out to California, Long Beach, March 26th for a 3X Velocity clinic. It's not a camp. It's just a shorter version of a camp. We do pretty much the same stuff in that one day. So if you can't make the trip down here and you want to save some money, meet me out in California. Guys, let's do that and register soon. It's coming up March 26th. I want to get you in there. Also, too, I'm going to be coming out to Houston pretty soon, probably in the next couple weeks, to do some seminars. But I got a lot of 3X Velocity camps going on. So, hey, let's get started. What's our question for today? Author Vinky asks, hey, Brent, I'm having back surgery sometime in March. I have spondylolisthesis and spondylosis. How could I make up for the lack of weights that I can't be lifting for a while? And what else could I do? Author, man. Hey. Arthur.
Arthur.
Hey, man, thanks for the question. I'm not a doctor, so unfortunately, in something as serious as spondylosis, I wouldn't want to be the expert that you get this, make your decisions from and what you're going to do. The challenging thing here is, even in the sport of baseball, we load the spine a lot. Just the forces hitting front foot, the load that puts on the spine is pretty substantial. Now, obviously, I think weightlifting is going to be challenging for someone who has an issue like that. I would say learn as much as you can on what a doctor or what professionals would allow you to do, and as much loads as they would allow you to apply, and then I would just kind of push that limit. but just listen to your body. And I think that's what a lot of guys need to do. When you have health issues, you just got to listen to your body and take a journal. Journal what causes more of the complications. And that way you could probably find a way to do things you want, but still avoiding a lot of the problems. So I'd say I do a lot of training with a journal, journaling everything and how I felt the next day and what I did, and just really get a good understanding of what's causing a lot of your problems. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not gonna recommend you do this without medical professionals advising you through it. But yeah, I know spondylosis unfortunately it's a serious issue, and it's something that really will prevent someone from putting a lot of loads on their body, and that's a big issue. Olympic lifting, just to educate you, Olympic lifting did have an issue with spondylosis I think 1970. It's because they found that they could get the bar into the jerk position over the head easier if they just built a really big upper body, and coming out of their clean or coming up from their front squat or their clean, they just kept pressing up into a full press. Well, it overloaded the spine, and it started creating a pattern of injury. Like a lot of the lifters started getting spondylosis, and it's the spine breaking down. Really not a good thing. It's crippling. So, but once they eliminated the press overhead with that much weight, I mean, just think about what they were doing, up to 2 times their body weight or more. Then the injury, the pattern of injury went away. But still, if you're someone diagnosed with it genetically, then it's something where you really have to be careful. So like I said, I would follow what the medical professionals are telling you to do, and then I would journal to try to really find the things that cause most of the complications, and maybe you could work your way around a lot of stuff and still supplement and get in some good weight training to support your performance enhancement. Anything you want to add to that?
I think you
know
nailed it.
You're not a doctor either?
I would just say best of luck, man. I hope it works out.
Hey man, I hate hearing stuff like that, but you know what? Adversity is what makes people great. So take that, turn it into a positive, and learn about your body, because most kids that don't have health issues never get to learn about their bodies. And when you learn about your body, you can protect yourself. At the same time, you can make yourself better. And therefore, in you learning about your body because of this, any way you look at it, it can be in itself. It can be a gift. Absolutely. You will make yourself better. For me, tearing my rotator cuff, I was dyslexic, guys. I was also, I don't tell like this, but I was born dyslexic, and I still have issues with the way my brain works. And I was really bad at writing. That's why a lot of times I don't like writing articles. I just like talking. But I had to learn how I thought, and it made me better. And then it made me a hard worker. And then when I tore my rotator cuff, I had to learn how the arm works and how the legs contribute to that, and I developed these programs. So I look back to those things and I think gift, because that's who I am today. I mean, of course, I could have thought, well, what if I was this person and this person? Well, it doesn't matter. Who I am today is because of those gifts that got me here. And I think that's the way you look at it. Mm-hmm. Learn about your body, and you'll know it better than anyone else, and then you'll get more out of it, and you'll keep yourself healthier. And that's really what life's all about. So take advantage of this gift. All right. Next question. Casey Dowler asks, what are some good workouts for smaller guys to do to throw harder? Casey, I'm gonna let this guy talk.
Literally just get on a strength and conditioning program and build as much power and start becoming as big and as fast and as strong as you can, period. Like, we've answered this question a lot. For a lot of people want to know like what smaller guys can do to throw harder, and really just the answer is you just have to outwork everyone who's bigger than you and just become bigger, faster, and stronger. It's like there's no other easy way around it. Look at all the I'm blanking on his name.
Like Pedroia.
Yeah,
but he's not a pitcher.
Not a pitcher, but the dude was small, and he just had to work so hard to be able to compete at that level. Like, it's no different for any other small guy. Like, you have to work harder than them. You have to be able to get stronger. You have to be able to get faster than them, and it's the hardest road. It sucks, but like, if you really want it, you can do it. Like, I think people were the big guys. A lot of them have all the talent in the world, and they have no work ethic. They're coming here and they don't do anything. And then the smaller guys are in here busting their ass. And that, like, going back to the previous question, like Brent's saying, like, that's a gift in itself. You might have drive that other guys don't have to keep working harder and be persistent and make up for what you don't have. So that's just something where you just have to start learning about becoming a better athlete, becoming a bigger, faster, stronger athlete, and really just dive into it and go for it.
And be careful, picking out small guys that you feel like don't overachieve to create that great success. Unfortunately, you look at someone like Tim Lincecum. Now, Tim, obviously working with his dad, really worked hard biomechanically to develop something really unique for his size.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, I don't know this exactly, but I've heard that his wingspan is over 6 feet. So when I hear someone's whose height is under 6 feet, but their wingspan's over 6 feet, I pretty much think of them more as over 6 feet. Okay. Plus, we know Tim Lincecum is very athletic, can do a backflip, hypermobility, crazy acrobatic stuff he can do. Genetically, because he didn't spend a lot of time in a strength and conditioning program to develop that. There was a lot of genetic abilities. But yeah, he worked really hard on the biomechanics, becoming a good pitcher. But a lot of guys just look at Tim Lincecum and go, well, he's under 6 feet and he's a couch, or he's a little bitty guy, he just smokes weed. I mean, I don't know.
Eats in and out.
All the lazy things you hear about him, and you think, well, that's going to work for me. I just think that's where small guys go wrong, is they try to find the exceptions outside of what we're saying as work hard and overachieve as, oh, these guys aren't doing that, they're small and they're having success. I think that's ridiculous, guys. You got to look more into it than that, don't you think?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of just naturally gifted small guys that people are just like, oh, well, I can be like him, I'm small, but like that's all just natural gifts that they're given. Like, I don't know a lot of stories other than Tim Collins, one where he actually really worked for his athleticism, giving credit to Eric Cressy for that, did an awesome job with him. But other than him, like, you see all these small guys in the major leagues that they just had natural athletic ability just coming out of them. And if you think that you're just one day you're going to wake up and have this natural athletic ability, I think you're sorely mistaken. So if you don't have it, you got to start making it.
Yeah, and even tell guys, even if you think you're going to wake up and throw like Chapman one day, why not still work for it? Then you'll be better than Chapman. I just don't understand this mentality. It's like, well, I think I'm going to be as good as Tim Lincecum or almost as good as him, so I'm not going to do anything.
If you woke up throwing like Chapman like one day, that's a miracle.
Well, a lot of people think that
thank you, God.
But a lot of people think that way, right? They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just keep playing the way I'm playing. I'm gonna be 95 by the time the season starts, or by next year by the time I get to college baseball, or I'm gonna go to college baseball and this coach is gonna show me how to throw 95. Yeah, like that ever happens.
Exactly.
Okay, so the problem is like, if you don't set it now, set the tone now, tall or small, that I'm going to work my ass off to be the best out there, it's going to eventually catch up to you. Yeah, you might be good now, but when you start aging, it's going to catch up somewhere. Caught up to Tim Lincecum, right? Tim Lincecum, I'm sure, rode that pony for a while, and all of a sudden, he's not Tim Lincecum anymore. No. Because he was a small guy. He was a lean little guy. Who you don't see a lot of those in Major League Baseball. There's a reason you don't see a lot of them.
He's a freak.
So when he lost the one thing that was making him exceptional, which was his speed, he lost his body speed, it crushed him. And if he would have had that mentality of, I don't care how good I'm going to be, I'm going to still work my ass off and be the biggest, strongest, fastest guy out there. I don't care how little I am. I think Tim Lincecum can still be who we know he is today.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
It's a shame.
Good question. It's a shame. Like I said, I'm going to be in Long Beach, California, March 26th. This is 2016. We're in 2016? Yeah, 2016. I'm going to be in Long Beach, California, March 26th. It's a one-day clinic, which is pretty much just like a camp. You get the programs, you get all the orientation through the program, all the analysis, all the training through the drills, and you don't have to come all the way down to Louisiana. Go now to topvelocity.net and register before all those dates or all those spots are gone. Also, I'm going to do some seminars. We're supposed to go speak at I think Dynasty. It's an academy in Houston. I think this is going to be on the 19th or 20th, 21st.
The extreme hitting guys?
No, this is different.
Different guys?
And there's some other academies. I'm going to Houston. It's going to be the 19th, 20th, 21st, somewhere around there. Look out for those clinics. If you're interested, reach out to me. See if I can nail down some dates for you. But we're going to be out there, so come check us out. 3X Velocity Camp's coming up, and we'll see you on the next episode.